Hi everybody, Lee Gerstenberger with a resume reminder for today. I'm going to call this one Interviewing Insights. You know, in my job for years, I interviewed people every day, weekly, and I thought I was a pretty effective interviewer. Very seldom, however, was I on the other end of the desk. Was I the person being interviewed? And that resulted in me having a blind spot about my skills as an interviewee. You know, I thought mistakenly that because I interviewed people all day that I was good at being interviewed. Truth is, nothing could be further from the truth. What I learned every time I would go on an interview, which wasn't all that often, is that I didn't do particularly well. As I would debrief the conversation in my own mind after the interview, I'd always think, boy, I could have handled that question differently, or boy, I didn't handle that one particularly well. So here's my interview insight. When you have an interview and you know it's coming up, give some thought to your preparation. Maybe even do a little bit of role playing, whether you do it with yourself or whether you take a friend or your spouse or somebody that you can rely to treat the upcoming interview in confidence, and just brainstorm a little bit. Do some role playing about the kinds of questions that might be asked and how you might respond. Don't take for granted the fact that just because you're good at interviewing people or just because you've got good sales and interpersonal skills, that translates automatically to being a good person being interviewed or an interviewee. It's really a very, very different conversation, and most people don't have the opportunity to have that conversation all that often unless you're currently in the job market. So be prepared, do some role play, give some thought ahead of time to the actual interview to make sure you put your best foot and best face forward.